Wow! You got the cassettes here.
Oh, this is the best collection I have.
That's incredible. That's a cut of
Ulysses S. Grant.
This is like Ben's world right here. Wow. Oh my gosh.
I price my cards based on its potential value.
That is a terrible way to pay for things.
You have to have experience to see that value. I mean, we're probably going to be on different planets here.
I'm not going to be the seller and the buyer, dude. You got to just tell me what you want to sell it for. I'm not paying full price. 100% not paying full price. My counter and my best and final offer to you.
Wow.
Today we're here in the Big Apple. It's a little stressful.
Yeah.
And I thought there's no one better to have in this stressful environment than Mr. Ben Pays. I'm excited to hang with you today.
Yeah. New York City, home of Topps, 1938 in Brooklyn. A lot of sports history in New York City.
You just threw out a number. Is that true?
That's true. It's true.
So we got two collections. Chris is the first one. I sent you pictures.
Yeah.
High-end vintage.
Love it.
You saw the Babe Ruth relic. You're like, dude, I want this.
That, right? The one word. Wow.
Nice. Okay, he's got his grades on it.
Like when you throw the adjective next to the price, it kind of leading the witness.
Oh, look at that. 3 boxes of raw.
I love it.
So here's the dilemma I think we're going to face today. He knows that I'm a reseller, so he's hesitating to sell to me at a price. He originally wanted to sell the entire collection to me,
Okay.
but he kind of backpedaled a little bit the last few days and said, I don't know if I can sell it to you because you need your markup. Are you good enough now with like prices, market prices, to be able to go like, I get the stack, here's what I'll pay for it?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I mean, I typically don't want to beat him up too bad, but I'm also not a fool. If I can get it cheaper on eBay, I will, but he's a collector. I'm a collector. I get it.
So let's let you negotiate your collector prices and then he'll feel really good.
Okay,
And I'll
you'll
sweep
go
in and grab the resale prices.
All right.
The air feels cleaner on the New Jersey side, doesn't it?
Not super clean, but just cleaner than over there.
Just cleaner.
Yeah.
Dropped my wallet.
What you got there? Oh my God.
Dropped everything. The best picture. I take that picture everywhere with me.
Whoa, what a surprise.
Here we go.
This is right? Chris?
Hi.
Hey, Ty.
Very nice to meet you.
This is Ben. You've probably seen him before.
Welcome. Enter.
Well, awesome. Thanks for having us today. Holy schmoly.
Welcome to my shrine to Gen X.
No kidding.
Cool. Lisa.
Hi.
Lisa, Ty, good to meet you.
Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
Lisa, I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben. Nice to meet you.
Cool. Well, this really is a museum. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, people come into my apartment and they go, all right, you like music and baseball. You know, I grew up in the 80s. I love new wave, alternative music. I used to go to this dance club every Friday night. It was so authentic. It was like the crowd there was like being in a John Hughes movie. And just dance all night, you know. I have people come up to me and go, you danced all night without stopping. Like, yeah. So I was really skinny back then. This is the bulk of my card collection. I did put out stuff I picked up over the years at flea markets.
Lisa, are you a collector yourself?
I am not. I live vicariously through him.
Are you an advocate for thinning down the collection? Is that?
Well, I need to sell some stuff. We need to sell some stuff, you know, because I want to. She's in a situation like where she's renting now, and it's like really high, and I want to like give her like a down payment on a condo so she can cut that payment way down.
Sweet.
And then I get her settled in there, and then I could come behind afterwards.
I like it.
Yeah. So all right, this is here's an example of what I picked up at the flea market. Maggio plug. It's signed. It's faded, but I got this for $5.
Is there
That's
a
cool.
COA?
It's a little hard to
COA?
see,
Just
but
kind of take it for what it's
right
worth.
there.
That's awesome, man.
I remember one time I was going through a box on a table, and inside the box I found at the bottom an 1895 Mayo cut plug of Monty Ward. It had some paper loss on the back because it was probably in an album, but I got it for $5.
So like stuff like that, I feel like in the Kansas City, right? That's going to be gone immediately. But here, there's so much Yankee stuff around where people don't even think twice about it?
Yeah. This is, the Nabisco cards.
Which one of those 4 are you taking?
I actually have this one. This is a great set, man.
I have the full set in the bedroom.
Do you?
This is just a partial.
Great.
He's got cards, obviously. That's what I'm attracted to. But he's walking down his hallway. He's got things from flea markets. Like, everything is from a flea market. This guy's got an eye for the good stuff.
This was at the flea market. This is signed.
Oh, shoot, Arnold Palmer?
Arnold Palmer and Nicholas and Palmer, yeah. This is Maxine.
Maxine. Sweet kitty.
She's very social. My other one's kind of shy.
Oh, yes.
You got stuff. You got the cassettes here.
Look
This
at
is the best collection I have.
That's incredible.
This is my priceless collection.
Wow.
Can't have that. During the summers when I was in college, I used to work as a bank teller because I wanted to get experience. I was a business major. And one summer of '88, I was working at a branch, and lunchtime there was a deli across the street. And I went into the deli, and at the cash register, when I went to pay for my lunch, they had a Topps display case, 88 Topps wax. So I just kind of like pulled the pack, go home, open it up, and I started like a little collection of 1988 cards, pulling out all the stars. And that kind of built in like to a little pile that big with a rubber band. And then ended up selling that to some kid and like doubled my money. I only put like $30 into it. But I used that money and I found out there was some card shows in the area, and so I started going to card shows.
So like, you go buy stuff at the flea market, like do you feel like that's authentic? The stickers, do you check all that stuff, or do you care?
Well, I've been in the hobby 37 years, so after a while you just know
You
just know. It's from just pounding the pavement. This is my Mantle jersey. This jersey was actually belonged to my friend. It was just a pinstripe jersey.
Okay.
And when I got it signed in April of '94, it was like one of the last signings he did before he got really sick.
Really?
And at the Showboat in Atlantic City.
Okay.
And,
So you got that signed?
I got it signed.
That's
I got a
awesome.
JSA on it. And
What did you pay to get Mantle to sign that back then?
I think the ticket was $350.
Oh, so it was still pricey.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Yeah, because of demand. It was in Atlantic City, so the population, the demand,
Oh yeah, you sent a picture of this. I was just showing Ben. So that's a cut of
Ulysses S. Grant in
Thought
a
it was
print.
fake.
And this is a print I found at a antique shop. It's a print of his birthplace and his tomb. A friend of mine, her uncle died, and she wanted me to help her clean out his house, and he collected a lot of autographs.
Is it already framed?
No, I framed it. I went to my framer guy. He did it for me.
This is like Ben's world right here.
Oh yeah, I knew I would, because I saw your episode.
Because
Yeah.
I
Their stuff
love,
is
like
sick.
this stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so
That
great.
him and Abraham Lincoln single-handedly ended slavery in this country.
What is something like that worth? I guess
Uh,
market, and what is it worth to you? Say, or are you selling something? Like
I'm in it. I'm not in it for much. Because I bought the autograph from my friend, from her uncle's estate. So I'm probably in it for like 700.
You walk into his room and it's just like his happy place. There's autographs, all of his favorite players. So I'm seeing a Ty Cobb, a Babe Ruth, a Ulysses S. Grant. I mean, it's crazy.
1967 complete set.
Cool.
I actually did it twice.
You
I
put
bought a collection when I was working on Wall Street.
Oh boy.
I love this here.
I sold it. It was like VGXX.
And these are
The
in
guy
great
had
shape.
he had a collection, and I was like, I wish I didn't sell because it's my birth year. And I said, I'm going to do it again. So I went to a show, and I just happened to find a guy who had a bunch of near mint commons, like 300 of them.
Yeah.
And I just bought them all for like 40 cents a piece. And I said, I'm halfway there.
There you go.
So I just started again, and this time I cherry picked them all.
Are you looking to sell this?
That is for sale.
Okay.
I need I'm trying to like build up an amount that I could give Lisa for a down payment, like a 20% down payment on a condo.
So that's a real thing then for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so he wants to sell, and he's mentioned twice already that he's got a down payment coming up. I'm kind of curious what the amount of that down payment is.
Oh, the high numbers. The 67 binder was awesome. So he said he bought a set of commons and then pieced together the rest of the stars. So I've never seen a Seaver rookie, a Carew rookie, just in a random page. I mean, it's a beautiful set. I love it.
7,500
That's your price on this?
for the quality.
What would you sell it to a friend like me for?
I just met you.
I'll do that. Cool. Chris is not waiting a second to jump into this. He knows what he wants to sell. Ben knows what he wants to buy. This is going to be fun watching these two go at it today.
Here's a cool piece. This is the holy grail of Derek Jeter tickets. This is 3,000th hit.
The 3-2. That one's drilled deep to left field. Going back choice. Looking up. See ya. 3,000. History with an exclamation point.
Now, this is a season ticket. The season tickets that year had different players on them. So the one with Jeter on it from that day, he went 5 for 5 that day. This is the one everybody wants. And this is the same one, but it's a box office ticket.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Chris's collection is about to blow your mind, but before you start drooling too much, I want to give you a little tip. You see, many of us aren't going to be lucky enough to go find crazy stuff like this in a flea market, but the next best place to find incredible memorabilia and unique sports collectibles is Pristine Auction. Every single day, Pristine is running auctions on some of the coolest and the most unique items in the hobby. Jared, the founder of Pristine, started the company 15 years ago by selling autographed memorabilia in a spare bedroom, and now they have a team of 100 plus people putting out insane items every single day. Whether you're a collector, a reseller, an investor, or someone just looking to buy a cool gift, you need to go bookmark pristineauction.com and make sure you're browsing their site often. But I'm gonna warn you, you better have your bank account prepared because you're gonna find something that you have to have. Pristine Auction, where collectors go to win.
So, Chris, why would you not put like that slab, the ticket in a slab? Why would you not grade that? I don't see a lot of graded stuff so far.
It's hard. I want to get it signed.
Oh,
he
gotcha.
He signs very rarely.
Okay.
And he doesn't do public signings. It's all like you have to send it. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he does sign. It's Babe Ruth.
Just Babe Ruth.
I bought it off eBay. It was actually part of this giant collage that was like 4 foot by 5 feet. I had like all little reprints, you know, like those laser copies, reprints, and the autograph was in the middle of it. And like, this is all fluff around this. I just tore it apart, took out the autograph, and then I framed it.
Do you want to sell that?
I could sell that.
Ooh.
That's
I'm in that low because I bought it a long time ago. I think I paid $2,500 for it.
okay.
So you keep mentioning that. Is that like your price, your entry price? Is that important to you?
My cost basis.
What would you sell that for?
And with the provenance,
And just us being friends and stuff.
like $6,500.
So I don't price autographs all the time, but I definitely want them. So when he's talking about what he got them for, and then he's giving me first prices, at first they kind of sound high. I need to do some research to figure out where they're at, but I definitely want them. Gotta sit down.
I mean, I could easily sell it. You're forgetting where we are. We're in Yankee country.
I know.
I could sell that easily, probably for $7,500.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it's worth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have to factor that in.
Yeah.
I got a nice collection of autographed balls here. 69 Mets team ball I found at the flea market.
We've got Nolan Ryan right next to Tom Seaver.
That's not the whole team.
That's that's the most autographs you can get on the team ball. I don't know, I forget the number, but it's like most of the ones on eBay have a couple fewer.
Really?
Like 27, 28, I think it's like
That's
29.
really special.
Yeah.
Is that authenticated or
Not yet.
Not
but
yet.
It's a home run. It definitely would pass. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't think it was real.
You bought that for $350
At the flea market.
That's
My
crazy.
goodness gracious. We need to go with him to flea markets.
Way to go,
Yeah.
man. That's beautiful.
You know, autographs are amazing, just not my deal. I'm glad Ben's here because that's the stuff that he gets super googly-eyed over, and he's getting googly-eyed right now. Oh, next to the cologne is a 52 Mantle.
I want it to smell
That is
good.
beautiful.
You want it to smell good.
What?
Oh, it smells good. I mean, Mantle next to the cologne. He said he wants it to smell good. I think it smells good without the cologne. To each his own.
I was actually surprised I was the highest bidder. I didn't think I was going to, because that card I think should be a 2. It has no creases, except for the crimping on the corners. There's no creases in the main field of the card.
Okay. How
Zero.
long ago did you buy that?
Not long ago. like last fall. That I got signed in person. That was one of his last appearances.
DiMaggio.
90.
What do you got on my first home run ball?
That was you, bro.
I hit that when I was 25 years old. Pinch hit, first pitch.
Softball or?
Coach didn't like me. He said, and he only put me in when we were losing by 10 or winning by 10. Actually, when I was 48, I was on a team and I was doing really well. And then, like 4th or 5th game of the season, I sprained my ACL. I was done. And then after that, I wasn't really the same. And he goes, "Chris, you're up." We were up like 12-2. I still have the newspaper clipping from 1992.
Did you sign this?
Yeah, I signed it.
That's actually pretty
And it was the first pitch, and I just turned on it, and it sailed over the fence. And the funny thing about this field, it had a huge oak tree in right field before the fence. So the ball went into the fence and bounced around like a pachinko machine. I could still steal second base if I was put in a situation like I think I could still steal. I love the challenge of stealing second base.
Tell me you did a bat flip.
I don't think those were in style back then.
Okay.
No, I was just kind of like took the long trot.
This room is pretty cool. I mean, I love the frames. He's got some pretty big names at first glance. And I can tell that Chris just wants to show off all of his good stuff.
So do we do this together or do you want...
I mean, you could pan, you do it any way you
I'll
want.
look on the right side,
just-
you look on the left side. How about that?
Yeah, that's.
So,
Whoa, wait a minute.
what the heck?
I sent you those photos.
That is crispy.
I will say this though, it's fractionally 1/32 short, top to bottom. Just
Okay.
1/32. Could be a factory short. I looked at the edges.
I like to buy those actually because
Yeah.
they're a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wow. Look at that
That's not
condition. I love that I said the same word that was written. Okay, I got to put these in the right order. These
Yeah,
are
just like
big
what-
boys.
yeah, that's perfect,
These
yeah.
are big boys.
Yeah.
That's just
That's a good
crazy
looking Jordan.
condition.
You obviously have the
my
insane stuff
goodness.
over there.
I'll share it with you. That is wild.
The Wilt's also fractionally short, but that set actually is known for having variations in size.
So you love raw, like that's same with me. I just
I'm a
prefer
rock guy.
that.
I very seldom. For me to send a card in to get graded, it would have to be an extraordinary card.
Oh my gosh.
You know, don't ever judge a collection by a few emails. First impressions are, this is going to be a pretty special one today.
So where do you buy these from?
Card shows, estate sales, garage sales, flea markets.
If you're buying on
Most of it's card shows.
if you're buying on eBay, who do you buy from?
I don't do eBay much anymore, but I had some regular sellers I would look at.
I've never seen that sort of condition on that card.
Yeah, whenever I do a show, everyone always says we have the best table in show. Just they go, I love a guy who takes care of his card.
So tell me about the shows you do. Where do you do
It's a
those?
small show. It's in Garfield, New Jersey.
How do you negotiate? You try to move inventory
that's-
like when you're at this.
That's sticker price, and then I negotiate based on my cost basis.
This is crazy. I've never seen such good raw condition cards.
Not even your stuff. You have amazing stuff.
This is amazing.
I mean, you have like museum stuff. From what I remember, your episode. It's like incredible, right?
But this is just banger one after
Yeah.
another. I mean, these
Oh,
are
yeah.
wild. Look at that.
So when you go to a show and you're showing this stuff off, how much of this do you move at a show? Do you sell a lot of
It
it?
depends. Sometimes I get a good day where I make a couple grand. Sometimes
Okay.
I have a poor day and I make a couple hundred. And so it depends who shows up.
Gosh, I love this.
And I don't bring everything because I only have an 8-foot table.
Wow.
Sometimes I only have a 6-foot table, but what I do is I take a chair and I put it at the end of the table and I extend my display case out over it and I put it on the chair and I make it an 8-foot table. I improvise.
Well, first off, he has amazing stuff. I mean, I feel like every row that we go through, it's like perfect vintage, almost too perfect. Like you look at it and you're like, my gosh, the corners are perfect, the centering's perfect. He's got a good eye for sure. That feels like a fair price. Again, I don't know the market price in some of these like at
They've
the
come
moment,
down.
but like
Yeah, they've come down.
for a
It's a very reasonably priced card. In general, those rookies are very cheap now.
so like what would you think that like I know what I think that would grade based on like quick look. What do you think that grades?
Depending on who you submit it with. like SGC despises off-centering. They hate off-centering, so they might give this a 5.
Yeah.
PSA might give this 7 OC.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably somewhere in the 5 to 6 range.
Yeah, I was gonna guess a PSA 6.
Yeah.
Surface, they'll ding you like 2 right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, you get those typical little print dots.
Yeah.
Very common. Yeah.
These in the right order there for you.
Okay. Sorry, this is going to be
Take your time.
slow for me.
So, what's ideal for you?
Well,
Situation for
I
you?
mean, obviously ideal would be if I could find a collector investor that would want to buy my entire collection. But I'm like different from a lot of the people that you meet. They're like, oh yeah, I want to sell everything, and you know, I'm just trying to find the best offer I can get. Me, I'm like the opposite. Like if you want my collection, you know, this is a collection that I spent 37 years building. I'm not just going to give it away for like 50 cents. So the reason why I invited you guys here, there is a lot of stuff in my collection that I have a low cost basis on. So I'm thinking go through it, cherry pick some stuff, and you know, we could do transactions that way. You know, like we'll find a price that's comfortable for both of us based the difference between my cost basis and what the market is. Yeah.
Okay. Do you keep track? Do you have records on your cost basis? You
I just kind of
like.
like, you know, I don't have the time, especially with my hours. I work the graveyard shift.
Okay.
You know, so.
What a beautiful card. I have most of those cards, but I don't have them in that condition. So everything I'm thinking about is this would all be personal collection, and almost all of it would be upgrades. So that's what I'm thinking through right now is how much do I want to pay to have an upgrade on a card I have. There's a few that I don't have that I'm excited to talk to him about. I love that you just hand curate such incredible copies of all
I'm
of these.
so impressed.
This is just so nice.
So the prices on the stickers on here, where how recent?
That's my display case asking price.
Got it.
Yeah.
How close is that to market price? Would you say?
When I used to sell on eBay, what I used to do, my friend used to say, he looked at my eBay store, he goes, basically what you're doing is running a casino. Because my prices would be kind of like in between grades. Like if I think it could get, what I think it could get, I would price the card between grades. So like if someone bought the card and it got a 5, they would lose out. If they got a 6, they would break even. If it got an 8, which I think it would get, they'd score big.
Yeah.
So I used to do a really good business on eBay.
So pricing is going to be interesting because he's pricing based on this value that he perceives exists if the card grades at a certain price. And he's a dealer, so he's trying to just think about things differently than I do. I don't think there's going to be a lot of room for me to grab cards unless I just want to add something to my personal collection, which there's going to be some stuff. So I'm losing interest, although there's some really cool stuff.
You're pricing it based on what you think it'll grade at.
Yeah, what I do is I price my cards based on its potential value, its possible value, because you have to factor that in. Because if in the old days when it was raw, everything was raw, all you do is you open up your Beckett, you look at the low column, you look at the high column, low column, and then all the prices were in near mint condition in the guide. And then they said if it's less than near mint, they give you the percentage below and then percentage above. But now, half of my customers are raw buyers, and half of them are grading speculators. So I factor that in. I have to factor that into my pricing. You know.
You don't have a number on this entire box?
No. No, I haven't taken time to add it up. It wouldn't take that long. I could do it in an afternoon.
You know, so his prices are based on what he thinks it might grade. That is a terrible way to pay for things as a buyer. I can promise you that.
Like I said, I wouldn't sell the entire box because you have to buy a certain level, and I can't do that. The best thing I could do is have you pick some stuff out, and I'll write it down, and we'll figure out from there.
You know, it's always tough because I can just tell that we're going to be too far apart, but to not even potentially want to negotiate on everything when you know there's something out there in his life that maybe he wants to get money for is a little bit frustrating because I'm thinking, I would love to just buy it all.
Are you mentally making some notes of stuff that you want?
Yeah, I'm like, I need to figure out how to start putting, I'm just getting piles over here. I haven't pulled stuff out, but I know.
Yeah, I just want to be careful. Well, there's other boxes too, so.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the difference in stuff? What do we?
That's more vintage in the bigger box, and the other two are A lot of slab stuff, more modern stuff.
Okay.
Take it to the show. It's so heavy. This is my going through box, not the display case box.
Okay. Oh my gosh. You got that sweet JFK auto. So did you slab that yourself or did you buy a slab?
I bought it. So I had a dealer friend of mine.
Oh, awesome.
Was raising cash and he let me have it at a pretty good price. I have room on that.
Okay. What's the price on it?
I paid $2,800.
Paid 28. Interesting.
PSA 9.
That's pretty sweet. Okay.
And that's an early autograph. He was like a senator back then.
You know, just JFK.
Everything you have is so crisp and beautiful and great condition. And you're looking like condition first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't see any cards that are beaten up. And
I look at the condition, that catches my eye first, and then I look at the price. I'll give you a perfect example. I bought this card this past weekend. This card was on a guy's table for $22, and he let me have it for $20. This card in a PSA 7 goes for $175.
20 bucks?
$20.
Great, fine.
So that's experience.
Yeah.
You have to have experience to see that value.
What do you think that grades?
I think it's got a decent shot at a 7. I don't know how they would handle that little surface blemish there. But
Yeah, see that blemish and that blemish. I bet that grades a 5.
yeah, that's how strict they've gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of good eyes like yours that can spot
I'm getting
that
older
stuff
now,
walking
so I'm worried.
past.
Once I lose my eyesight, I gotta leave the hobby. This card here, this is DeGrom's first baseball card. I bought this card raw. I bought the set. This was only available at the minor league ballpark set. It's a Savannah Sand Gnats. I bought this card in a set for $45. I bought 2 sets.
Okay.
That 1 year when it was hot, he had like a 1.1 ERA. I sold this. It was like just after COVID, I think. I sold this raw for $1,200.
What? You had 2 of them?
I had 2 of them. This is the second one.
Wow.
And there's 2 on eBay right now. They're asking over $3,000 a piece.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What do you think that grades at?
I don't know.
Okay, so you just pulled out another box. This is obviously good stuff too. What are we looking at here? What's this stuff?
Just it's by year.
Okay.
Just nice raw, high quality raw that I picked up over the years. Some of them I graded. I think it's 70 tops maize, 8.5. This is a beautiful raw Clemente. I think
That's awesome.
it's gem. It's absolutely gem.
What's up with this?
Yeah, it's that's actually, I think it's a scarcer piece. It says B&W, black and white. This is the background is a little bit scarcer, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not sure. It might be a Pop 1.
Interesting.
I haven't seen another one graded that high on eBay.
So this is the stack of cards that I'm very interested in. I think I would like to just bundle all this together. You got a great Kershaw auto. You had a sweet Chris Sale auto. I love the 52 Bob Feller. It just looks so good. Verlander, Duke Snyder looks good. My goodness gracious. Tiger Woods auto, which I do not have. Kobe auto, and an Aaron Judge auto. So how do you want to do this then? Are you just going to give me the price for everything that I have? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
You're going to go through each one?
Okay.
And...
All right. Oh wow. Well, is that one of 100? Where is it? Well, this is one of 25. There's a one of 100. They're asking $893, but that's ridiculous. I think that's too high. Yeah, it means nothing.
It means nothing. Yep.
Yeah. Let me see. Sold.
I can tell you with certainty that it's a $350 to $400 card. I've sold 10 autos in the last 2 weeks.
Yep. A graded one went for $330. Okay.
What was it graded at?
An 8.
An 8.
Yeah. But I think when I bought it, I think I probably paid
got
one
nothing.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably during the COVID era. A lot of the prices I've been trying to adjust back down, because when the COVID went up, I was like, oh my God, I got to raise all my prices. COVID.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to bring stuff back down. It's just a lot, and I don't have time. But that doesn't matter. We just go with the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll ask this one more time
Yeah.
before you start negotiating on some of your stuff. You had no number in mind to be like, buy my raw stuff. There was nothing you like in the back of your mind. You're like, okay, this is what I would take if he.
I never really separated the raw from the graded. I just looked at it as one collection.
What do you value the collection at? Like if you were to, someone was to write a check
I
for you
think
right
the
now.
potential grade, like once, obviously, you wouldn't grade all the cards. You probably
Right.
sell some in lots.
Yep.
We're probably going to be on different planets here. Probably be 175K.
That's what you think it's worth, or that's what you'd take?
I think it's worth over 2 graded.
I just don't like that, right? He's trying to price things based on what they might grade at. It's just not a good way to really sell cards, and it's not a good way to buy cards.
I've always been one to factor in the potential value, because
What would it cost to grade the whole
I was
thing?
gonna say if you want to pay to grade it all.
I understand that. Yeah.
I don't. Do you have any idea?
But
what it would cost?
Well, you would cherry
wouldn't
pick.
grade it all.
Yeah, you cherry pick 500 cards, 300 cards, and
Yeah.
you drop a lot of money.
Like another 50,000?
Maybe not that much, but probably 30. Because you could upcharge, and a lot of your big boys, you'd be getting upcharged like crazy.
Okay.
So if you think it's worth 175, you wouldn't take 125 right now for everything.
No, I think it's too low. I think it's.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If you don't want to do it, I'm not even going to
No,
talk about it.
I would
Yeah.
feel more comfortable you cherry picking stuff
Okay.
and get me more towards my goal. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how I work.
Yeah, I do. I
Cherry
know. You
picking
have to
stuff
make
from
money.
a dealer is
Right,
that's not my
exactly.
world.
Right.
He's buying stuff for
this
PC.
this collection I always felt was more for the investor collector, not the dealer.
Yeah.
You know?
Cool. Okay. Well, with that in mind, that's my stack.
Okay.
I don't know what you're doing over here.
Right now, this is my stack.
Okay.
You know, it's tough because Ben's basically paying full price for stuff right now. I mean, that doesn't bode well for me in my negotiation. I think my stack is going to add up pretty quickly, but I'm not paying full price. 100% not paying full price.
So I was thinking of this. I've got the 41 play ball set, Merkel's boner, classic. Didn't touch second. Came back. They called him out and they lost. And then I'm finishing the 52 top set.
Okay.
And I need this card, and the fact that it's autographed is really
Yeah,
cool.
I got that signed in person.
You did?
Yeah,
Where
the
was
White
that at?
Plains, the White Plains show.
Even cooler. Are
Yeah.
you sure you want to sell it?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sure.
That's great. And then this
the
is
autograph was free. We went to admission,
that's
paid
cool.
admission. Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, then there's a story to it, connecting to you. And then I just love, the Burke Ross. I don't have many, but I'm doing the whole musial set, so the whole run.
Can I check this stuff?
Sure.
How would you grade that?
I'm not a grader.
How would you grade that, Ty?
Like safely, I'd probably say 4 to a 5.
All right, so right here, I wasn't paying attention because I was checking my own cards, but Ben was wanting to purchase that card, and Chris is asking me what I think it'll grade. His sticker price was already on the card, but unfortunately, my feedback on the grade caused the price to go up. I didn't like that.
A graded CGC went for 324 and a 4.5. I already quoted you.
No, just I want you to feel good about it. I don't want.
All right, well. I mean, this graded is 3 and a 4.5 is 324. It's only one comp though. So let's say because raw retail 225, right?
It's all good.
All right.
If you feel good about that, it works for me.
Okay. So thank you. All right. Cheers.
So turn of events, we got Ulysses S. Grant involved now. Couldn't say no.
No, a real autograph by a legend and have it framed up so nice. I really want this for my office. With everything included, what would be your price on this?
Everything adds up to 2175. I would do 1975.
1975. I like it. Let's do it.
So run the numbers on this for me. I have a number in mind that I want for all
Oh,
of
okay,
it. But I want you
that
to
helps.
tell me. But I want you to tell me what you're going to just like your bottom dollar is, as you would say.
What do you think this is worth? What the
I'm not going to be the seller and the buyer, dude. You got to just tell me what you want to sell it for.
Sound like the show.
Well,
I'm in the show. Yeah.
This is this is going to be difficult in our negotiation because I feel like we're kind of being the buyer and the seller at the same time, right? It's like we're almost negotiating with ourselves. Where do you meet? Where do you find a good happy ground? I just don't know if it exists.
This is what my adding machine tape comes to.
So the number is $6,845. Okay.
Well, that's what it comes to.
Yep.
What's your counter?
My counter and my best and final offer to you is $5,400.
Wow. I would have to.
You figure at 68, you just slash 15% off immediately for the fees you're not paying, right? So you're already down to 6.
Well, I'm only factoring what I paid on only a couple of them because that's what I remembered. I'll meet you at an even 6.
Yeah, 6 is much. Yeah, I had it somewhere like 63, 64 total. I went and copped everything. So like 56 was kind of just being, this is what I would, if I was at your show booth right now, this is what I would offer for it.
Am I making money at 6 though? That's a question. Well, I could figure that out. Let's see. Okay, well, right now I'm at 4,090. So I'm definitely making money.
Okay.
I can make 1,500 at 55.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could do 50.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Roughly, like I'm making roughly 1,500. Yeah.
It's pretty dang good
Yeah.
still. Yeah.
Okay.
You agree with that? 55?
5,500.
Okay, $5,500.
All right.
Do that. Cool. That's sweet. I'm excited about
I'll
this.
throw in something else because you guys work so hard. I'll throw in something else I have. I'll bring it. I bought this pretty cheap. It's the Derek Jeter's 3,000th hit ticket. I'll just throw it in as a parting gift. I have the the real nice one. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna throw this in. This is the Jeter 3,000th hit ticket.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That's really nice.
Great meeting you guys.
It's really good meeting you.
Today was quite the ride. I mean, for a moment there, it looked like we'd walk away empty-handed, but after some serious back and forth, Ben and I both left with a few gems. Chris has spent the last 30 years building this insane collection, and it's clear he's not quite ready to let it all go. And honestly, I get it. These cards aren't just cardboard, they're memories, they're milestones, and they're a lifetime of passion. Spending the morning with Chris and Lisa was something I definitely won't forget, but now it's time to go see what else the Northeast has in store. Keep chasing.